Hello to those who chose Vampire 1. Let's get started. So, the spread you're seeing right now, over here from the Ace of Wands all the way to the left is you and your side. Over here from the Seven of Wands, over here to the right, this is whoever you're asking about side of the connection. This is Spirit's perspective on y'all's like connection, just letting me know. I'm gonna do two different other piles afterward, which I've already pulled for. Let's get started with your reading. If this side resonates and this side resonates with whoever you're asking about, then just flip it. I'm gonna start off with your person. Okay, right now it's starting off on their side with the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. I'm hoping that this is good, but if you're in a relationship with them, this is bad. So the Ten of Cups, it's covering that girl's face. So for him, well, I'm saying him because he's represented as the masculine. So whoever you're asking about is still searching for the right one. And in their opinion, they haven't met the right one, or the right one hasn't matured enough to be the right one, or something. Like their options very much are still open. They're still searching for their soulmate. And with the Ten of Pentacles, the girl in the back is like they're settling for you, or they're settling for different women to suffice for now until they can actually take action. This kind of feels also that they have a sense of boredom whenever it comes to relationships. Like they're just done with trying romantically in general. So the people, or maybe even you, that they lead on, they don't give an SHIT if you come and go, if you sleep with someone else, if you don't. Like they have a place in their heart for whoever is going to be the love of their life, and no one's been able to satisfy it and fill it up. And with the Seven of Wands card, this is your person wanting to have a high status life, or they are living a high status life. I don't know which one like they're yearning for, but either way, they want everyone around them to feel respected. I'm getting very much like Sagittarius energy, even though that's not Sagittarius. Coming up on the card is Leo. And they want someone to match their energy in regards to what they want in the future. So in the future, they want to continue or have regalness, respect, and authority, especially in their career field, whatever they're doing. And if anything with Seven of Wands, they want someone in the same career field they're going to get into, or someone who is as driven. I was getting the word money hungry. Very, very career oriented person is who they think that they would match with. And they want someone who will make them look good in front of other people in like society. So yeah, this just feels like a high status oriented person. And I'm getting from here on out over here, it's going to be talking about how spirit sees their connection with you. So they're seeing you as this Isis card down here. I don't know if you can see it says Isis. They really see you as a potential candidate, someone who could possibly, if you mature more, find yourself more, something about getting used to yourself, you could be a really viable option to be their partner, but it's not yet with the ISIS. With the death card, they respect your work ethic and how your mind works and how you apply it to business matters or career matters. You have a really unique mind, and I was getting the word neurodivergent. Like your creativity is so unpredictable to them because it's off the charts. This feels like the type of person where they want to fit in with society, so they follow societal norms, whatever society wants, like or expects of men and women. They kind of expect to, fulfill those roles. But with the death card, it's you not giving a single F about society and whatever their expectations are of your gender or whoever you are, whatever your age group is, and you following like the beat to your own drum, but they really respect it. You're standing really firm in yourself, and they also stand firm in themselves and their convictions. and they love the dichotomy between you two. So I don't know if this particularly pertains to your beauty or if this pertains to whatever career path you're on. So it's something about strangers or like different masculine energies gawking over your work or you. So I don't know if you do provocative artwork or if you got OnlyFans or if you're a scripper, whatever you're doing. Or it could be that you're in like a business front. If you dress classy, then it's simply like you have a large following on social media, or people are always staring at you. Masculine energy always wants to get your number. But with the Nine of Wands card, I'm just letting you know that they don't want a deep connection with you right now. Their whole strategy, this person is trying to find as much candidates as possible for who could be their potential spouse in however many amount of years, whatever they expect. And then they want to like list all their names and then make different pros and cons about each person and then choose which is the best candidate. So with that in mind, with the Nine of Wands, I mean, sorry, with the Nine of Swords, they're not about to get any deeper emotionally with you. It's going to always be superficial. This person will is your friend. I'm not surprised if they are your friend, but they can't get any deeper in the connection because that's not how they go towards life or handle life. They don't handle life spontaneously. They don't follow their heart. They follow their logic and their mind. So yeah, I don't really know if you're gonna take offense to that. And then with the Knight of Swords being on top of the Death card, they can see that you don't like this side of them. You know how they see you as a potential candidate? They think that to you, they're not a potential candidate for you, like at all, because they're too society driven. They're too stuck on being ethical in front of people or being accepted by people. So I'm getting an example of your person, you see it as your person would be okay. They they're hosting a charity event and they end up getting a bunch of money, but then half of it goes to them personally, and then the other half just actually goes to like a charity organization. It's not right, but you're doing that because that's the other business practices that other people have been doing that you've been seeing. You don't put morality, they think that you see them as they don't put morality in their work and you're all about the people, you're all about morality, yeah. What's right or wrong? Like what is true justice? Even if society doesn't see it as justice, at the end of the day, it is justice. It's for the people. It's so odd that with the stars card, I'm getting a woman who's like climaxing during their sexy time with someone. Y'all, I'm not even surprised if this person's like a virgin because, okay, look, with the stars in reverse, they're seeing it as you have other suitors, other people who are sexually pleasuring you, and you know what it's like to attain the full ecstasy of sex and to fulfilling your fantasies. You already know yourself in that perspective. It's the complete opposite from the Ten of Pentacles with them being so analytical and decisive about their partner, about probably who they're going to give it up to because they just see you as a complete opposite of them where you have way more experience than them. This is the type of person where they would have sex with women only to learn how to like get themselves off more or what are their kinks. They don't care about the other woman's desire. And which is the complete antithesis of you because you have like female empowerment or you just have empowerment vibes. You expect your suitors to please you. You coming up with the stars, they still respect you no matter what. They respect your view on that. You know your worth. That's kind of what it, but they would not say that because that would be the antithesis of everything that they've like built their perspective on women on. So that's why they would never say that. But at the end of the day, that's the core truth of it that they don't want to acknowledge. They just simply see it as, oh, okay, well, whatever. I just respect part one. But they don't go any deeper than that with the Nine of Swords. And with the Ace of Swords, to be honest, they think that you see it as you deserve someone who better suits you, who is more loving, who is just the complete opposite of this person. They don't think that you're interested in them. They're not a viable candidate to you. And frankly, at times, I think that you show that you're disgusted by them, by their words and by their actions because you let them know. You're very straight up with the death card. So now I'm gonna be coming over here and reading your side. So Spirit's telling me that this side is gonna go by quick. I'm seeing it here with the Six of Wands and the Ace of Wands. It's either these two, okay? Either you actually root for the same sex, you're actually a lesbian, or you're actually gay, or you're bi, like your preference is whatever your gender is. I feel like with bi people, it's hard to find someone who equally dates women and then men, and then goes back and forth. Like usually, what I find with like bi people is that they end up sticking usually with one gender, but then they end up being attracted with the other. It's like below the Nine of Swords over here. So this is something that whoever you're asking about doesn't know about you. But if they bother to, like, I'm getting like you're kind of pissed off at them or annoyed. Like, if they bother to get to know me, like, I would let them know this. If anything, like, you're an open book to whoever you're asking about. And it kind of pisses you off because it's like I'm not open to everybody, but I am open to whoever this person is. But yeah, you're definitely giving off like Dommy vibes, you know? Is that what it is? A dom? Yeah, with the Valkyries and definitely the Strength card. You like to see masculine energy beg and ask for your attention. You don't like being submissive to masculine energy. I feel like you're way more lenient, whatever the same sex is, because you prefer the same sex. This is you having the perspective where it's like men ain't shit or woman ain't shit. But I think it's men ain't shit because this is you, like, in a way, persecuting masculine energy for your entertainment and for your gratification. Yeah, and with the Three of Water card, honestly, you're thinking of cutting them off because what's the point of wasting my time with someone who can't even fulfill my needs? And even though it shows like a sexual imagery in general, like, I'm not getting just about sex. This is like emotional, especially with the Three of Water. You can see right through this person. This person is emotionally immature and repressed. You want someone who is ready for you. And on the top four, I got the phrase a series of events. This is how you see it. With the Ace of Water in reverse, the divine put this connection in your life for a reason, but you don't like it. I'm not even getting you feel any type of emotions towards this person. If anything, they just piss you off because with the Four of Wands, Four of Wands is you, the King of Swords is them. And it's the longer you work with this person, you hate them. They disgust you. With the king, especially with both of these like being together on the same level, you understand that they do respect you and that they see you on the same caliber as them. But it's disgusting how they treat other women or other feminine energy. Then I got the word toxic masculinity with the blasted tower there. It's about time that this relationship is going to come to ruin with whoever you're asking about. Like either you going off on them going off on you, y'all forever holding a grudge against one another because you're the type of person where you will hold a grudge against someone forever. And they are too. You both are very, very stubborn. Like I'm really seeing that with these two cards. And then it's just a matter of time in your head where like to the hell of it and you just give it all to them, your true opinion of them. Tell them off and speak, but like you're not just telling them off. You know how I said that you're about the people. You're not just telling them off for you. You're telling them off for all the other feminine energy that they've disrespected. Even in general, their morals are disgusting. Everyone that they've done wrong, you're just calling it out. It's just a matter of time before you just start really exploding off. All right, now this next spread is going to let you know spirit's advice on how to deal with this connection. With the Two of Swords and the Freya portion, I was getting the song. You know the song in Shrek at the very end whenever they get married? And then it's like, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love. So this is how you've been dealing with this connection with the like how those two cards I was calling up before. You play whoever you're asking about as like a fiddle. They don't even realize it, but like you're the chess master and they have been just following every single place that they have expected that you have expected of them. I'm really getting you're a very strong, independent person who knows their convictions. And with the Two of Swords, you're super, super freaking smart. And that's why this person is forced to respect you because you end up contradicting whatever they're saying or you end up coming up with better ideas than them. I'm not even surprised that this is like a business connection. And they're forced to follow your lead. Or if they don't follow your lead, you play them like a fiddle. Like you know the right things to say to them to get them to do whatever you want. That into the day with the Two of Swords and the Freya, you trump them. You have power over them. Like they don't got shit on you. They could never do this to you. And Tubby Rail, you know how with the Tower card I told you we're gonna explode eventually on them? They're encouraging that with the name of chalices and the Kuan Yin. And they're encouraging you to do this because with the Freya, they're seeing you as like one of the boys, or they're not viewing you for who you actually are. So I'm gonna give an example. So especially if you're a woman and if this is a man, this man thinks that women have inferior qualities to men, especially in whatever career fields they're in. Men can advance. Men have better opportunities because they're smarter, they're wittier, they have greater perspective than women. And this person has misogynistic values that cloud their judgment. But with the Freya, they just see you as one of the guys, or they see you as the exception. But with the Knave of Chalices, they're encouraging you to bring this tower moment where you tell them off or you put them in their place and you call out all their values and their contradictions and stuff. You have to make them self-reflect on whatever they're doing because with the Kuan Yin, they have to realize that you're not just one of the guys, you're actually just like a woman. Like, why do you have to see me as one of the guys in order to accept me? And if anything, with the Kuan Yin, it's encouraging you to constantly fight with them, call them out on on the stigmas that they're perpetuating, call them out on their bad behavior, on their bad morals. Keep on doing it if anything. If anything, you need to be more persistent on contradicting them because with the Two of Swords, you're playing it safe, like quote unquote. I don't think you give a F about playing it safe, but you're using whoever this person is for your gain, for your benefit. But Spirit's now telling you, look, you've already drawn enough from this person, whatever benefits. Now you just need to start putting them in their place no matter what and constantly until they get it through their head that women can be strong, women can be competent, women can succeed in whatever business venture that you both are in, whatever your circumstance is. Anyone is going to do it, you can do it, One. You can start making them question their values and their morals, but it's so deep rooted in them. I'm sure you're aware of that, especially with when I was seeing it with the you versus them. And this last pile is going to be the near future of your connection with whoever you're asking about. You know, I'm here literally dancing to a song by Kanye West. I forgot what it's called, but it's like Beautiful Morning, greatest morning I've ever had. And I'm getting that song from the Nuit and the Magician. So the Seven of Cups is in Nuit's hands. And whatever Nuit is thinking, it's the Magician card. Okay, with the Seven of Cups, I'm getting that if you have Scorpio in your chart, you know how like there's the moon, sun, rising. The more Scorpio you have in your chart, the better suited this outcome is going to be towards your benefit or the more reassured you can be of this outcome. Because if you don't have enough of this Scorpio in your chart, if you don't have any Scorpio at all, it's kind of up in the air about this outcome. Because with the Seven of Cups and over here has a Scorpio sign, this Scorpio element you're going to be drawing on it. So if it's in your Venus, Mars, I don't know, wherever the F, that's the way you're going to project this outcome. So if you, let's say you have a Scorpio Venus, I'm throwing shit out there, you're going to be targeting the way that they handle relationships. Or if you have a Scorpio Mercury, you're going to be getting at them or attacking them for their communication style or the ways that whenever they speak, the stigmas that they bring upon other people, blah, blah. And then with the Newt card, honestly, I'm getting it's a wild card. And that's why it's like a game of luck in a sense, or a game of chance. But I'm not surprised if y'all are in business together, like if y'all are in the stock market, something like with numbers, because you thrive in this condition. You thrive on taking a chance, even if you're the underdog. And you're just employing this one of the many like strategies of you knowing how to position yourself correctly to get the outcome that you want. So that's why I'm letting you know about the Scorpio. Yeah, wow, you're a very interesting person. You're a very dynamic person. Especially if you got a lot of Scorpio in your chart, it should play out to your benefit. And the magician is them. Your truth you see behind their mask, your whole perception about them is going to lead to this outcome. Now, with the taking the chance, you're just throwing stuff out there. You're just on the whim creating situations to where they don't benefit in it or they get called out. So I'm just getting like random sporadic, like just calling them out with the Knight of Wands in reverse. You're gonna get them fired or they're gonna quit. They're gonna distance themselves from you. You're constantly hitting a soft, tender spot. Like imagine if you were boxing with whoever you're asking about and you can easily see all the soft, tender pressure points and you just keep on punching at all of them. It's like that. They're seeing it as like you keep on wounding them, so they have to leave. They will literally quit. Or if y'all aren't in a job situation, they're just never going to talk to you again. They're scared of you. The more you do this, the more terrified they're going to be of your existence, as it should. That's how this should play out. So you're going to get your way. They're going to get your way. And if anything, you're going to end up pushing them away because you're so stubborn. Good outcome. Yeah. So that's all I had for you. Pound one. Please like, dislike, comment, subscribe. Hope you guys have a great day or night. Bye. Hello to those who have chosen Pal 2. Alright, so in total, you're going to have 3 different spreads. Right now is the first spread. This right side from this is Lilith and Pomona. These all are going to represent your person. Iostre, I think that's how you say her name, and Baba Yaga. And all this with the world card is over here to the left, which is representing you in this connection. And if you need to reverse it, vice versa, whatever resonates with whatever position, just take it. I'm gonna start off with you. I would like to congratulate you, Paul, too. Good job. You have completed successfully a karmic cycle in regards to relationships and your love life. You have successfully left an ex in the past or all your exes in the past. You have really worked through and understood what you did wrong, what they did wrong, what do you need to do from now on, what should people like them do. You've reinvented your ideal type, your expectations for other people in regards to relationships. And this just seems like a big fat obstacle that a lot of people have that you have successfully overcame. So yeah, this seems very, very hard. Like you're going to receive a massive award for doing this. I'm telling you, not a lot of people can overcome and objectively analyze and take in and have put down your ego and accept certain things in regards to relationships. Good for you. So you're coming up as the Iostre. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, y'all. I don't know. I'm Hispanic. That's why I'm adding, I guess my accent's like that. To be real, in regards to relationships, okay, trust me, this is going to come into how you feel towards whoever this is, okay? But it's giving me like a backstory. Anyways, in regards to relationships, honestly, you're not looking. I think you want a lot more time to be independent, be on your own. You're not into dating right now. It will feel like a burden if you were to meet the love of your life right now, or for you to just meet a solid potential candidate, to be your forever person, because you don't want any type of responsibilities or connections with others romantically right now. If anything, you're focusing on improving your environment around you and improving your friendships, your family connections, in general, making social connections, maybe to better your career. But even then, it's just you mainly focusing on the matters of the home and your heart. I don't really see you focusing too much on career right now. Mom, just keep on getting like you're a very healthy person. You really got a good head on your shoulders. Now, the judgment card, that's the person who's going to come up for you, who you're going to next be in a relationship with, or who is your, I don't know if this is your soulmate. Yeah, I think it's your soulmate. This is romantic. And this coming up in the background, spirits moving things, divine timing for them to come or for them to be ready for you. And you have no fucking idea. So I'm not surprised if you clicked on this reading and you're asking about the next person I'm being in a relationship with, or you just don't even know this person because you have no fucking idea who the fuck spirit is going to send you. And I'm getting that before they can send you your actual soulmate who you're meant to have like a long-term connection with and actually love and be ready for, you're going to be presented with a false one with the Baba Yaga card. So it's kind of like a filler episode in like a main arc. Because I'm getting right now you don't want to be in a relationship, so I'm not surprised that this Baba Yaga person comes up just for you to just, I guess, entertain you. You just don't really care. You're not the committal type right now at this moment. In regards to the Baba Yaga person, they like to plant their seeds, but none of their seeds are sprouting. Or if they do sprout, it's like a 1 out of 10 chance that it sprouts. So they're trying their best to spread their seed everywhere. I'm not saying this like in a sexual metaphor way. I actually mean in regards to interpersonal relationships. You know how you're focused on familial and friendships and stuff like it's the same thing with them, except it's a lot more of a miss than a hit whenever it comes to making friends. The way this person's energy differs from yours, maybe this is your perspective, right? Is they're very sneaky and sly, and I don't even know if you know this person. It's something wrong with being sneaky and sly. Like it's giving me Scorpio, it's giving me Capricorn, it's giving me Pisces, it's giving me Gemini, like they're relentless in their pursuit of finding friendship and happiness. They haven't seen the fruits of their labors, that's my point. They have yet to meet someone who they really see as this is a beautiful flower, it's a beautiful tree, as in like the connection that they have with someone. So the friends that they have around them, they don't really consider them friends. They're just settling for them, like they're on the side. They're just to kind of entertain them in a way. There's no real authenticity whenever it comes to whoever peoples that they have like in their lives. This is the next person you're going to be in a relationship with. So I'm telling you, I'm not surprised if you're not in a connection with them. At first, I thought it was a filler because it was talking about filler arc. But now that I think about it, they're going through a filler arc too. You're in your filler arc era until you get to the main arc. And the main arc is to meet this person, or until this person finally realizes you're around or something, or realizes your potential. Because with the Seven of Pentacles, their main arc is like them being bored, them being sad, them not being satisfied, satisfied, not satisfied, and then boom, they meet you. And that's the main plot point. Because with the King of Pentacles, this is someone that you're meant to marry, or you're meant to have a very, no, you're gonna marry him, not a long term relationship. Y'all are perfect together. Perfect. But I'm not surprised, y'all, if you meet this person and think that y'all's energies don't vibe, don't match. And with the Ace of Pentacles, you see this doorway, you have walked this doorway because you have done the work. Like you have really done the work. And spirit is slowly opening every single day that entrance until the mouth is fully open over here and you're able to walk through it and then you see them. So to you, it's like this is like a filler arc, a filler episode. It's just a filler person, you know. Like I'm not taking them seriously, but you're actually meant to be with this person for the long term, like forever, for the rest of your life. Now, this could be friendship, right? Like a soulmate. Soulmates can be friends, but this could be romantic, y'all, because there's a reason why they brought up the world card where you have completed a karmic cycle. And I think once you walk through that entranceway, you're gonna see it as like, well, I get this. Spirit brings me this. Like what? Like I deserve someone on my level. I deserve someone elevated. And I don't disagree with y'all. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe this is how you're gonna see it. I did all this work just to get this thing like this. And I know I sound selfish, but I get where you're coming from. Imagine the love of your life. You meet them, and they're so immature. Like they're not even on your level. I don't even know like that's what I mean. But to be real, with the Eostre card, you had a lot more karmic debt, societal conditioning, spiritual evolution to do than this person. Like maybe this person came into this life and they were kind of blessed in that they didn't have any karmic debt. They don't have a lot of things to work through. They just need a reason to elevate. This person has had no reason to elevate. They're just bored with their environment. They're not even content with it. They keep on trying to find the right one or the right thing to spark something up in them, to stimulate their mind and their soul. With that in mind, I think you'd be surprised. I think I'm like foreshadowing for the future. I'm not surprised if this person quickly elevates to your level, but you don't see that potential in them, but spirit knows that they have that in them. Anyways, y'all, let's get to this person over here on the side. They got the Lilith and the Pomona card. Okay, the Seven of Pentacles and the Baba Yaga is continuing on to over here with the Three of Pentacles and the Star. So I think this is how spirit sees them. So this is how they actually are. And I feel like your bias was kind of skewing the way you saw this person. So with the Star, I was getting this song, Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe by Kendrick Lamar. I'm getting that this person has a lot of untapped potential and is like a creative genius, but their environment, especially their social environment, is hindering their growth to further along this genius side of them. But they're completely aware of that. And with the start, they don't know how to get out of it. Like everyone else is content around them with where they're at, but they're looking around for other options. They're trying their best to look for the next big thing to kind of move on and elevate their life or elevate their potential, not their life. And to be real, that's the truth of it. I feel like you're seeing this person more down bad and more like immature than they actually are. I think you'd be surprised how elevated their conscious is. Yeah, this person's smart. I just feel like it's a matter of you seeing that potential in them. It's kind of giving me someone in high school who is surrounded by low vibing friends with low vibing mentalities and they don't think further from the future. Every single time they go after school, they hang out together, and it's like there's nothing fulfilling about this. There's something better I can do. Like once I get out of high school, maybe I should do this. I should do this. Like I need to get out of here. Like the person, type person do it. They want to get out of their hometown. They want to get out of their comfort zone. they have this like hidden talent, or I don't even think it's hidden with the Three of Pentacles. I think that they just show it out there. Everyone knows that they're this ingenious person. Not surprised that this person's like popular, and they just see so much more for their lives than what they see as everyone settling for. So I'm not surprised if people around them never want to move out of wherever they're staying. If it's like a close knit town, something like that. The Lilith card is representing the divine. The Pomona card is actually representing you. Y'all, tell me why this person's scared of you. Pomona's you. You're yourself. You're unique. I don't think they think you're a genius like them, but in reality, I think that you actually are because you both are meant to be. Okay, so they just see you as like, okay, Paltu's got their stuff going on. Paltu does this. Paltu does that. I see Paltu whenever I see Paltu. It's like that, kind of like a passing person. And I'm not saying like you're not special, but it's just to them, nothing stirs them up mentally. Nothing mentally stimulates them. So you're not mentally stimulating them by you just sitting there. With the Lilith card, I'm representing that's the divine. I'm giving an example. Whenever they see you, something happens where it's connected to you and it's freaking weird, but it's only they notice it. So an example, let's say you're wearing a shirt and it says like 1111 and it's in big letters. And as soon as they look at their phone and then they see you, it's 1111. It's like, that's weird. Or let's say they start thinking about a certain dress you were wearing or your hair, and then they start hearing their friend randomly, just random, like no business at all, start talking about a specific thing that you were wearing that they were thinking about, or that your specific hair type. They just start having that conversation. It's like, that's weird. With the divine and the Lilith, like spirit sending them signs and synchronicities that are really scaring the fuck out of them. It's just making them even more intimidated and nervous to even think about you or approach you. So the more that they think about you, the more that they see you, the more this seeing signs and synchronicities that are going to come in, and it's going to scare the shit out of them because they've never experienced this with something else or someone else. And with the Nine of Wands, they're not prepared. I was really getting with that card. They're not ready. And that's how they see it, though. They're not ready to even stand 5 feet within your distance, let alone speak a word to you, utter something to you, even get your attention. So, yeah, I mean, it is what it is, man. All right, so this next one is going to be, what is Spirit's advice for you? Advice on how to handle this whole connection. Okay, I hope you can see the Ten of Swords in frame. So I'm getting that the girl's like laughing and just getting the demon by 10 is just like, come on, look at your body. Isn't that funny? And it's just her laughing and laughing, and the demon's just not having fun. Demon's like, oh, ha, 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 ha. Just trying to play along. The Six of Cups in reverse and the Ten of Swords. Spirit's telling you to be yourself. There's no advice on how to really handle this. I feel like you're naturally just gonna pick on them if y'all were to ever interact or be witty. Spirit's aware that you see them as like insignificant or inferior, and you're just kind of poking fun at little things that make them like that. And they're just going along with it. They don't really go against you, go against the grain. With the Six of Cups and the chalices, because that's how you're gonna first come off. You're gonna go off with the Ten of Swords. But over here with these two, and this is the Three of Chalices, by the way, instead of picking on them, you're gonna start like asking them how they're doing. Like you're gonna start caring about them. But I'm getting more like platonic vibes. You're not interested in them romantically at all. And I think that surprises you. Because I mean, the Ten of Swords and then the Three of Cups in general, like tarot meaning, that's like way different. You're gonna be surprised that you're gonna want to nurture this person or take like take care of them, getting you more seeing them as like a brother or like a sister. You being a big sister, big brother, or giving advice towards them, and they give off the same energy though. The only difference is your attitude changing towards them, and they're still coming off as shy. They don't have a lot of words to say. If you were to just like compliment them on their hair, the way that they look, the way that they dress, or try to hype them up, they would get really, really like blushy and shy. But it's you seeing them as like, oh, well, they're just like a shy, immature young person. Like, it's nothing like special, like they're just like my brother or sister. But you don't realize that it's because their emotions are growing towards you like hardcore, especially with the Six of Cups being in reverse. You don't even realize, but the more you start nurturing them, the more little things you do to pick them back up, giving them advice, the more they're falling in love with you. But this is like sexual desires. And I'm getting it's gonna take a long time until it reaches the Eight of Swords and the Knave of Swords. It just feels like the more in a downward spiral they're in, the longer. This is weird because this is supposed to be advice, but this is just you naturally handling it. Keep on being yourself because you're coming up as the Knave of Swords and they're coming up as the Eight of Swords, and it's gonna take a long time to get here because the more sexual desires, the more romantic feelings they're gonna have for you, the more they're falling in love with you, y'all. They're gonna end up becoming the Eight of Swords, where they're literally crying. I'm just warning you. I'm not surprised if they're self harming or doing self sabotaging behaviors to try to suppress this. So, if anything, in the far future, after this phase of you starting to nurture them, you start seeing them not be themselves. They're showing up drunk every single day, or hungover, my bad, hungover every single day. They're really sad, or they're being very, very pessimistic, and you have no idea where this is coming from. And you're trying your best to help them out, but you don't realize that's stemming from this. And with the Knave of Swords, to keep on trying to take care of them. If anything, you're calling them more often, you're checking in on them way more often to make sure that they won't do anything stupid or that they're okay, or you're really on them about finishing up if they're in school assignments. You think that they're kind of going through like a phase, and like you're seeing it as like, well, I've been through this phase before. Let's say if it's like a job situation, it's like it was so hard in the beginning too. I understand where whoever you're asking about is coming from, and I was in a way going through what they went through, but in reality, it's not because they were just starting off the job. It's because of you. Like they're starting to love you. They want to do things to you, and they're just feeling in despair because they're not telling you their feelings. So they're channeling it in a negative way. All right, so this is going to be the near future, this last pile. With the Kali, I'm getting the song again, Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe by Kendrick. That's so weird. Ever since I heard it, I keep on burping. What does that mean spiritually? You can look it up if you want. This is a very, very underwhelming near future outcome. So, you know how I told you the last portion with the Eight of Swords and the Knight of Swords? I think that's what you had. Or the Knave of Swords, something like it's the same. With the Kali card, I'm really getting how out of control they were. I was channeling it with the Eight of Swords. I was channeling dark stuff, but I think it's really coming in full circle where I have to talk about it. This is them straight up participating in lighting stuff on fire, or in those movies where the bad kids would ride in a car and then they would have a bat, they would hang themselves outside of the not hang, but they would hang outside the window and bash all the mailboxes. It's very, very destructive channeling of their emotions and desires towards you. And they're out of control. I'm not going to lie. They need to get it together, and they can't listen to reason in this state. and then you're still there. You're still attached to them with the ISIS and the protection. You have your sense of peace, you're grounded, and you're just trying your best to be there for this person. You're trying your best to calm them down. This is you giving them tactics, giving them advice, consoling them, hugging them, but you're not asking why. That's the issue here. But the thing is that Spirit's advice was for you to be yourself, so I don't think you're meant to ask them why. Or maybe you did ask them why, and they're not giving you a reason, or they keep on being roundabout. So that's why you just gave up asking why they're acting like this. And you're just there, like, I'll always be there for a shoulder for you to cry on, or just in general, you're being a really good friend. And you also notice that whenever Kali is around you, they calm down and they're a lot more submissive. They're their normal selves, and their normal selves to you is them being shy, them being nervous. But I'm letting you know that that's not their actual personality. They're actually like someone who is popular. So, someone who has leadership skills, someone who's very, very competent, socially savvy, kind, giving. And I think that's who you are. I think that's the qualities you have. But you don't see those qualities in them because they show you a whole different side to them because they're nervous and they have no idea. They have absolutely no idea how to handle these emotions, this love they feel towards you. You're so oblivious that they feel this towards you, and it's not your fault. It's their fault. Anyways, with the Princess of Cups, they're gonna continue suppressing the love that they feel towards you. You're gonna continue seeing a warped perspective, but it's totally not your fault. A warped perspective of y'all's dynamic, which is that you're like a big sister, big brother, and they're a little sister, little brother. While they continue to have romantic and loving feelings for you that continue to build, this is the bad part, the quote unquote bad part. Their feelings keep on building. Their cup is too overflowed. They have no idea how to handle this. The option of even letting you know that they feel this way towards you is completely out the window. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? I would not do that to Pal too. Anyways, give me some other advice. That's what they would say to someone. Also with the Princess of Cups, their friends and their family are aware that they have feelings towards you, and their love is like growing for you day by day, or every single time that you contact him, every single time that you see them. But they see that you are so blissfully unaware that they feel this way towards you, but it's because the other people around them that are close to them know their personality, whoever this is. And they know that this is very, very, very out of character of them. And they've only started acting this way. It's like Kali in reverse, like Kali in malefic energy because you've entered their life. So they don't even have to ask Kali why they're doing this. It's kind of apparent. But to be honest, with the Kali card, I think this person is actually a very outspoken and expressive person, just like you. I think they're just like you, anyways. So they actually have let their family or their friends know that this is why they're acting like this, and they don't know how to handle it. But they're not taking anyone's advice, your advice, or even their friends or family's advice. To be honest, they're more open to their friends and family's advice than yours. Because whenever they see you, they literally can't even think, can't even form sentences. I'm not surprised if they stutter. I guess, this should have came up in Spirit's advice, y'all, but you see the turtle over here? The only way you can have control in this situation to try to calm them down is to start bonding with whatever animal they have in their household, or for you to buy them a pet, something like that, or for you to often, there is an outside cat or an outside dog that y'all often bond with. It's like that because whenever they see this animal now, they'll think of you, but not in like their thoughts are racing, they're blushing, they can't control themselves. They're thinking of you and like, Pao too had all these positive qualities, Pao too was very nurturing, was very kind to this animal. And so they'll start hugging the animal whenever you're not around. They'll start loving this animal and channeling the way that the love that they feel towards you, their romantic feelings and stuff, towards that animal. I'm not saying bestiality. I swear to God, I'm not getting those vibes at all. Okay, by the way. I mean, like, they'll hug the dog, they'll cuddle with the dog for a long time whenever they want to do that with you. And in a sense, that'll help them kind of cope with what their feelings are and what's going on and how to healthily channel this sexual drive and these romantic feelings that they have towards you. That's all the only thing you can do to help them. But even then, it'll just make a very small dent in the outcome, in the further outcome, because you're meant to be with this person forever. So it's like what? It just speeds up the process by like 2 days. It's like that, or like a week at the most. It's not really much of a difference in the outcome in the grand scheme of things with you helping them out with this, but you seem like a very kind and loving person, so I'm not surprised if you do end up doing this. Wow, so that's all I have. Good luck, Patu. I'm really out here worried. Whatever. I need to let it go. That's what I need to do. After I'm done with this reading, with I turn off this recording, I just need to let go of this energy. That's what I need to do. And y'all's energy. Just good luck, okay? And hope you guys have a great day or night. Please like, dislike, comment, subscribe. Bye. Okay, this is me starting to put stuff up. I was gonna like, just start putting stuff away so I could just go home already. And then I saw that I forgot, I dropped on the floor the Two of Cups. And this was supposed to be in Spirit's advice for your connection. And I just felt the need to just start channeling right now and to start recording because this is probably important. So, you remember how I told you the advice where I was like, well, maybe you can like give him a pet and that's the most you can do? Like, I just feel like everything happens for a reason. There's a reason why I forgot to put this in, and I'm barely putting this in now. Spirit's advice is for you to be yourself, yes. And you're going to eventually do this. And I feel like this was going to be the last card. So, you know how I told you they're really repressed, they're sad, they don't know how to handle these emotions towards you? I'm not going to lie, with these two cups, this is in the far ass future though. Not right now, definitely. Not even the near future. Probably in months ahead. They're just gonna shoot their shot, but this is to the extreme with the two cups. And since they can't speak their emotions, they're just gonna show it through their actions. And the way they're gonna show it through their actions is by making love to you. So this doesn't, I don't think this is sleeping. I think this is them just finally kissing you, and then afterward they just hug you. Like you could just feel the love they have for you, and then that's when it all pieces together probably for you that they've been acting this way because they don't know how to express themselves. But I think you were shook. And it's funny because you're shook in this outcome. I'm telling you, this is the whole thing in this reading, how it's going to play out, and you still don't believe it. I feel like you're just still seeing the benefit of the doubt, or maybe, especially if you asked about a random, like, who's going to be your next partner, you're still going to want to see that this is not your partner, even though it's lining up to this reading, especially if it's that. But I'm just letting you know this is going to be the outcome, because I mean, I did give you the outcome, but then I give you the outcome in the near future. But this is the outcome. So yeah, who knows what you're gonna do from there? I think you're just gonna be shocked. But honestly, with the Two of Cups, I'm just not gonna lie. You're gonna you're gonna like it. You're gonna like it whenever they make this move on you. But this is a very drastic move. Like this isn't them telling you. This is them showing you with their lips and their hands. There. Now I'm done. Okay. Bye. Bye, Paul 2. Hello to those who chosen pile 3. So for this you versus them, you're going to be seeing 3 different sections. This section is analyzing this is your side and this is their side. And the next one is going to be on what is Spirit's advice on how to like deal with this connection, how this connection is supposed to be dealt with. The next one after that is going to be the outcome, and you're going to have 3 different options to choose from. So down here on whoever you're asking about side is the star card. and the Two of Swords because like you cannot see. This is like common sense, but I gotta say what I gotta say because sometimes like I know I do see comments in like other videos where they're like, well, this didn't fully resonate, or what? Well, look, sometimes it's flipped. So just do whatever your intuition calls you to listen to, okay? I'm gonna start off with your side over here where you're representing as Gaia and the Queen of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles was trying to talk with the Emperor card, but the Emperor kept on, like, was not listening to her. With the Hierophant, your intentions is to start a family. And in order to do that, you have to lay down a very, very, very solid foundation. And this isn't just in like relationships, but this is how you're going about life right now. You're trying to set things up. The Hierophant's like the Taurus card, so this is giving me like very like Taurus vibes where I'm planting my seeds and I know they're gonna flourish and I'm only gonna plant a certain amount of seeds in certain places. So you're a very selective person. I'm not surprised if you're not like a social butterfly, like you don't have a lot of people around you because you only cherry pick the very unique and special ones that you can have an equal give and take with, no matter what. Like if your family can't do that with you, or if a certain friend can't do that with you, like you're gonna cut them off. So you're just forcing your environment to like adapt to your needs, but it's not in a bad way. It's like if you don't vibe with me, it's all good. We're just not gonna talk, or we don't even have to interact at all. And that's you're very focused, narrow-minded whenever it comes with that. But I'm not judging that, to be honest. It's like if I want a healthy environment, if I want a healthy mindset, I have to surround myself with that. So good for you. But with the Gaia card, the more I'm looking at it, you're beautiful. Like physically. You're a very, very attractive person. Like you're hot. Like you know, whenever you hear guys like catcall women, well at least here in America this happens, they're just like, wow, she's a baddie. Everyone's throwing themselves on you no matter what gender at this point, like you're gorgeous. And with the Gaia card, that's you don't like wearing a lot of makeup. You haven't done any physical alterations to like your body, so like implants, stuff like that, or fillers. Gene lottery, is that what they call it? You got one of the winning picks, that's all I'm gonna say. But this makes sense then why you're so selective. With this in mind, with the Hierophant and the Gaia, like you're so stunning and beautiful. You know your worth, and it's like I can't have shit people around me, people who might try to set me up, people who are possibly jealous of me. Like you just don't have time for that environment, and I think you had to learn that the hard way probably whenever you were younger. So now you formed into this kind of person, but with the Hierophant card now you have like family on the mind. Okay, so yeah, you're probably a Taurus, y'all. Something with Earth, y'all, because the Queen of Pentacles shows up again. This card is showing you, you know how I said you haven't laid out a bunch of seeds, but the few that you've laid out, you know they're gonna flourish. Like the Queen of Pentacles, that's you doing that, but that's like your manifestation. So you're very spiritually confident. That's all I'm gonna say. You're very well versed in protection spells or whatever craft you do, you're the best at it and you know it. In order to see something in the physical, for you to be able to control it, you took your time to craft a certain particular seed, which is like a manifestation, and then you released it at the right time. So I'm not surprised if you're really into like astrology. You know how some people do certain spells on a certain day of the month or whatever because of the moon, or I'm not surprised if you're aligned with that, like with the astrological weather. I don't know what you call it. So yeah, very healthy, having person you are, but the Queen of Pentacles was trying to talk to the Emperor and the Emperor wasn't listening. Typically, I would interpret this as you have an unhealthy partner that you're linked to. You know that you need to let go, but you're so healthy that you would have already done that. So that's why I myself am kind of confused on who this Emperor is, because this isn't a spiritual being, this is an actual person. I'm not surprised if you clicked on this reading and if you were asking about your father or a masculine figure that like you're not romantically linked with the guy in it right next to it, it's like you have your eyes set on someone. And your manifestations, you've already done all the work in all aspects of whatever you want. I don't know, whatever your intentions are. Maybe they're just not paying attention to you. Or if anything, to you, it's like with the Emperor facing, it's like this person doesn't like me. I'm not surprised if you made a manifestation calling in this person and it's to you it's not working, but I'm letting you know that your manifestations are more than gonna flourish. You're gonna reap massive results. But to you, maybe you're seeing it on the surface level right now, maybe for a while, and you're like, why isn't this manifestation coming true? I think you're trying to be like a divine feminine and try to attract, and this emperor is not coming in. But I think you have sights set on one person, but something you don't see, let alone what you don't see coming. I don't think, because you think this manifestation to attract a certain person didn't work, but what you don't see and what you don't see coming is with the King of Cups. Okay, this is your spiritual body, this was your physical body. You know how I told you you were gorgeous? I was describing you. So, this is this person, the physical that you want to manifest, but this is in the spiritual realm, and they're coming up as the King of Cups, and they're facing you. It's them being blind still, like they still don't see you. This person is really in tune with their ancestors, with their guides, or with spirit, with God, whatever they believe in the universe. They're in tune with divine energy. What happens often that I notice is that you never see, it's so rare for me to have a pickup pile dedicated to like a masculine energy that's clicked on this pile and they're asking about a feminine energy. It's always like the feminine asking about a masculine. So, with that in mind, it's like I met people who were masculine. I'm really good at reading people. As soon as I look at them, I can see how evolved they are or whatever. And there's some men out there who are so in tune with the divine, like just like how I am, or if not even more. And they don't have any religious faith, like they don't meditate. And it's just because of who they are and the experiences that they've been through, they've learned to trust their intuition. So I think this is that kind of person. Maybe they do believe in manifestations at the most, but they definitely don't believe in the concept of like twin flame. I don't believe that, but the twin flames, soulmates. If it's meant to be, it'll be, like this person's just hardworking, they go at it. Anyways, their spiritual body is looking at you as like the perfect match, like the perfect ideal type. Like everything about you is perfect in your spiritual body. And right now this person's spiritual body is noticing you. I think you would have already known if they're noticing you because that's how powerful you are. I think it's more of their spirit guides are guiding them to see you spiritually before they decide to notice you physically. And it's them deciding to because with the emperor right there, I'm not surprised if y'all are actually like in the same vicinity and they just choose not to look at you. They choose to stay in their power, or they choose to entertain everyone else except for you. And it's like anyways, let's go on over here to about this person. I'm channeling the song by Bryson Tiller. It's like there's a time and a place for all this. It's a really good song. Look, this is how they see it with the Baldika card, okay? You see how all those men are terrified of her. That's how this person objectively sees you. So I think this person is like surrounded by other people who are definitely not only not vibing on your level, would never go after you, at the most just fantasize about you. This person came out as an emperor on your side, so I think this emperor is in an environment with other knights or pages because he's seeing their reaction towards you, like they're very intimidated by you. Usually, men are intimidated by women who know their worth, who set their boundaries, and you just emanate that. Like, even though you're a gorgeous, like, sexy young person, vibrant individual, it's terrifying because it's like, this is wife material. This is actually wife material. And we're surrounded by other page or knight women, you know, who are probably they're in toxic relationships or promote toxic mindsets among their like group members. They can see their friends are scared of them, So they kind of become complacent in acting like that too, even though they're an emperor. So like they're different than their other friends. But then also with the Baldega card, it's like, why would Gaia like ever go after me? Like, why would Gaia even look at me in my direction? And with the Ten of Swords, it's not a sexual card per se. It's this person assuming the extreme about you. So because they view you in an extreme image of, it's like imagine walking into a room and Janet Jackson's there. Everyone has their eyes on Janet Jackson, even if she wasn't famous. It's like that. You bring that kind of vibe, that kind of intensity. You're so intense. Your aura, your just your own somberness, just your body's just it's stunning. It would be so rare for someone to match you. And then with the Ten of Swords, they're using this extreme in bed. They assume you're very aggressive in bed. You're very dominating in bed. You like submissive people. If they ever think that you're hot, if they were to even for some reason fantasize about you, yeah, she would never be submissive to me. Like she would never, she would always want control. I think she would want the person in bed to feel shame or to feel regret or guilt, and she gets off on that. But that's like a projection of how they're seeing their reality of the people around them, because that's how you're making them feel. If they were to even have like a few words with you, it's them like reevaluating, like, is this the way I'm supposed to be talking to women? Am I sexualizing her? Am I stereotyping her? Them being hyper conscious because you're around. So even though with all this, right? With the stars card, they're seeing you as that, and that's the Aquarius card. And I think this person does not know you and has you pegged wrong because you came out as nothing but earth here, stable, reassured like about yourself. You're there, you're loyal to a very, very few people who are close to you. But with the stars and this whole swords-ish, airish energy, they just see a pompous side of you. They don't see it as you knowing your worth. They see you with the stars card and the Baldica like you're selfish, you're mean, you're firm, you want what you want, you don't care about anyone else, especially with this whole like kink thing about them thinking that you like to make other people feel shame and stuff, and you're just sharp. They feel like you're emotionally blocked. It's because they're only judging you on the surface. They're not seeing your worth on the inside. But something's gonna happen with the Five of Wands. I'm sure I'll get into it in the final outcome, but look, okay, so that's them with their friends. And then there's the sword. I hope you can see it in frame, but they have the sword and they have to take charge and do something where they have to fight you. So like fight you, like I don't mean it literally, but they have to confront you about something and they see it as like it can turn into conflict because they see you as an aggressive, scary person. I'm not gonna like very intimidating. With the Baldicott, everyone else is scared to tell you this, but they have to let you know this, or they think everyone else is scared in general. But they're like, why not at least talk to Gaia at least once? I think where they need to tell you something or they need to ask you or be polite, but this is them planning it with the Five of Wands. And I'm not surprised if their friends know about it or if they ask their friends for advice on how to confront you about something. This is them trying to fulfill like a curiosity they have about you. I don't know how they're going to go about it, but it's them strategizing there. Once they act on their desire to, then like the curiosity they have towards you. Um, they're the Knight of Swords, and you're the Two of Swords. Okay, I'm not surprised if they just don't say anything to you because they were planning to. It's like them walking towards you and looking at you, and then you look back at them. Then with the Two of Swords, they see this whole other side of you that they never thought you had. Nothing but swords is coming out over here, even over here. But then it's like with the two, like you're not intimidating and scary and kink shamey. You don't like domineering, dominant. This is how they were seeing you before. I guess they were seeing you with rose-colored glasses or seeing them from whatever perspective that they wanted to see you in. And with the Two of Swords, they actually see you. Not only are they more than capable to be on your level, but you're actually funny, sassy, cute, funny personality. once they start really observing you more up close, though. Because I think it has to be away from their friends too with the Knight of Swords. They don't realize it, but the way that their friends are viewing you and their low vibing perspective is was unconsciously affecting their perspective on you, but now they're seeing you as approachable. But they're not gonna approach you, I think. It's like they were about to. So I think they were coming at you with the Five of Wands with a more combative energy, ready to fight, ready for you to put them in their place for no reason, like no matter what. But now it's more of like they can have playful banter with you. Okay, that was interesting. So the next one is going to be on what is Spirit's advice on how this connection needs to be dealt with. You know how I described you on your side with like Gaia? It's the same energy, like you. And obviously, it's not like if they're going to tailor advice for this other person because like they're not watching, it's you that's watching. You're an earth sign, like you have to, or like a lot of earth and something like that. Anyways, with the Three of Coins in reverse, Spirit's telling you that they're proud of how far you've came in your spiritual growth, your mental, physical growth, maturity, and keep on doing you. They don't want to change you. But in this instance, can you like cut this person some slack, y'all? Because can you just be way more friendly with this person? Can you just, for once, this the one person, can you make the exception to put down your walls, literally all of them, and be super vulnerable with them in the beginning? Oh my gosh. You like to approach people, you like to put down your walls whenever you feel comfortable and ready. And I think that I was like losing my voice there for a second. You don't feel comfortable being vulnerable with people. You don't know. I'm losing my voice. You don't feel comfortable with people that you don't know. It feels so weird. It's like being naked emotionally in front of a stranger. Like that's definitely not your style. You're definitely not the open kind of person. You're a closed book. You have a lot of secrets, I'm not gonna lie. You've been through a lot in the past and probably no one even knows about it. If anything, spirit's encouraging you with this person, you're not gonna want to. Tell them some secrets about you. Be hyper vulnerable. Like in your perspective, it's hyper vulnerable. I think it's just them getting to know you, humanize you, show them that you're just like a human. You make mistakes too. You have made mistakes. You're a funny person. You have this and this about you. Like it's being open to share. You know how I said this person's ignoring you, and same thing over here with like kind of the outcome with the Nine of Swords and the Two of Swords, where this person wanted to confront you, they still didn't. Don't be surprised. Like, this is what's gonna piss you off, bitch. This is what don't be surprised if you're open and vulnerable, you're being very kind, and it's like I'm doing the most for this one person, and like I don't think you even like chasing after people, but you're actually doing it this time. Let's say you actually do it. Don't be surprised if they don't share anything at all. Or they're just like, oh, okay. They don't keep on the conversation. It just seems like they're not interested in you. And then you're like, well, fuck you then, bitch. I was just this vulnerable. Spirit told me to be this vulnerable. You like, what the fuck are you doing? But this goes along with the Hera and the commitment card. Love isn't linear, just like time isn't linear. Love isn't meant to be planned out. Love is sporadic and spontaneous, and it's full of joy, ecstasy. And you need to realize that you can't be so controlling of an outcome that you can't control of someone else's thoughts. If anything, the more open you are with this person, the more you actively try to pursue this person, the more you think this person's an asshole. And it's like, why the fuck am I wasting this time on this person? Like, you're probably gonna think about this reading or something and be like, why was Naomi lying to me? But the truth is that you're being a bit of a control freak, but not in a horrible way. I like your mindset, and this is how you go about everything. And you're just like, I need a healthy person on my vibe. Like, I'm just gonna cut him off. Well, this person has to simmer about it, okay? Like, I don't know you don't know what's going on in their life. They're clearly not gonna open up about it. Let them deal with their emotions and whatever you're telling them in their own way. This person's probably the opposite of you, and I know the opposite of Earth is like air, so they're probably very analytical. They're probably also slow moving like you. Maybe they don't know how to express, they don't know how to share things about them, they don't know how to be vulnerable. Spirit's advice to you is that, but you're gonna see it as, well, this advice, like I'm still doing it, but honestly, this person I find the less attractive, if anything. But like, I feel like you're just being sassy. I'm not gonna lie, you're just being a little petty too. Spirit's telling you that you're not meant to be in a commitment right now and for a while. So stop trying to speed up the process. Stop trying to make it happen. Stop trying to make the outcome favor you. Like, I'm not surprised if you're the type of person to, like people who can play chess with other people, who can make them do things that they want without even telling them. That's why I don't want to call you a control freak, because you definitely don't give me control freak vibes. I think you have the perfect balance of of an earth sign being open to the universe, and in this case, stop being so control freaky, and you can't play chess with someone's emotions and someone's love. Okay, it has to come naturally from their heart. Stop being so judgy. This person might be younger than you, they might have a lot lower status than you, or you might think that they're more immature than you, and now I find this person less attractive, blah blah. But no, like, keep on going, keep on showing this person that you're open. Okay, I mean, this person isn't an idiot. This person's aware that you're not open with everybody, and there's a reason why you're showing a soft spot to them, and they probably just don't know how to handle it. They probably just don't know how to handle you, Pot Three. Like, you were stunning. Like, you had that boss bitch energy. Like, you're the epitome of that. Let them take their time. Okay, I don't think you're gonna like that, but okay. So I did 3 different outcomes for you. So this is gonna be the first. I mean, the third. Oh, I guess the first one. Yeah, first one, the last one, and this will be the second one. So choose the first, second, or third. I'll start off with the first right now. Okay, I said the outcome, I think, but I meant the near future. Once again, nothing but Earth vibes. It's the Five of Earth, the Two Pentacles, and then the Devil. I don't really know if you see this coming right now. You with the Five of Pentacles, you're gonna be so fucking sexually frustrated. It's not even funny. Like it's sad. I'm working right now, but I need to masturbate. Like, I need a bathroom break to masturbate a little bit. Like, this is too much. Where it's affecting your life, that's the way you see it. I think you're so used to being in control of your passions, of your thoughts. This is too much, but it's because you keep on thinking about them. But I don't think you're gonna really see this coming, but I don't think you're really surprised with Two Pentacles. I'm not surprised if you've been celibate for a while. I think that's why maybe you're kind of pissed off at them not advancing towards you, because it's like, I just need a date right now. I just need some pussy right now. Whatever gender this person is, you need to have sex right now. Even like just the sex toys that you have, maybe they're not doing it. Like, you need the real deal. So with the Devil, because of these sexual passions, like, this is intense, y'all. I probably don't even know what this is like. I kind of don't even want to tap into this because it's just too much. You getting wet within like 2 minutes, dripping, while you're working, or while you're at like a game, or while you're just doing something. It's just bad. And with the Devil, you're gonna start distancing yourself from this person because it's too much. This sexual, that's the near future. You're gonna want to try your best to stop thinking about this person and not to have these sinful thoughts. But I don't think you care it's sinful. It's just too much. It's affecting your life. And honestly, that's it. That's not even seeing that this person's gonna come in and like get you off. It's just you who's still sexually frustrated. So this is the second one. I like doing little outcomes like these because it kind of flavors the whole reading. You know how I said you're pissed because you're basically throwing yourself at this person and you hate it because you're not that kind of person. You have low self respect. Spirit is telling you that This is the person that you're gonna be probably in a relationship with next. But I can see why you're pissed. So the last one was sexual frustration that you're pissed. This one, you're pissed because this person is offering their cup of love, offering their DICK, offering their kitty to everyone else but you. So like you're seeing this person as like a player, this person's flirting hardcore with like a bunch of people. I'm not surprised if this person in front of you on purpose, they're gonna do this on purpose, ask someone out and then they say yes and then they look at you and then it's like, what the fuck is your problem, bitch? I'm getting so pissed off. And you're just like, well, fuck this. Like, I don't deserve this. But this feels the same way with this, where it's like you're still, you have your eyes set on them, you're still kind of stuck on them, but you're very disappointed and shocked and disgusted by this outcome because they're showing their love to everyone else but you. And it's like, who do you think you are? They're doing this on purpose in front of you to piss you off. Or I don't know what their motivation is, to be honest, with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. But you have no idea. But then you're getting pissed off because that advice I gave you to keep on going. It's like, why would Spirit even give me that advice? Why would Spirit want me to put myself in a position that would hurt me? You're probably trying to say things to yourself where it goes against whatever I just told you, but I'm sorry. Maybe it'll all make sense in the future. It's going to be the last one. This is the only pile that, or the near future, this is the near future, that this person is going to actually make some moves towards you. If you chose this particular outcome or near future, this person is more evolved than the person I described whenever, you know, how you versus them and this was their side. And I was saying how they're surrounded by less evolved people, they're less hive minded. They can think for themselves. I think they are surrounded by those kind of people. They're more independent and they're a lot more mature and they're not about to do, especially whatever this pile did, like they're not about to do that to you, you know. It's like them fumbling the bag and they're aware of that. So in the near future, this person is going to be a suitor of yours and you don't even know it. Like you don't even realize that their eyes are on you in the physical. They want to stand out. They 7 of cups, right? So that's all the suitors, right? And they want to stand out compared to all of them. So trying their best to at first like subtly show you you should choose them. So I'm not surprised if they're doing little like, you know, animalistic masculine things. And what I'm trying to say like a quail. Like I know masculine quails, they like to like feather or something, or where they pick up their feathers or they really show off. So my point is like I'm not surprised if this person starts really bulking, if they start wearing tighter clothes, if they start like flexing around you. I'm not surprised, even with the Knight of Wands, I'm not surprised if they start doing sexually suggestive things where it seems like a normal thing. Well, I'm just the only example that I can really give. You know how whenever a girl is like eating a banana and then they look at you, I'm blushing so bad. Oh my god. It's like that. Something a good guy would do. I have no examples of what a guy would do. A guy's never done that to me because I would find that weird. But it's socially acceptable. Everything this person's doing is socially acceptable, and anyone can interpret it as they're just doing it. They're not just doing it towards you. But with the Two of Wands, it's kind of useless because you have no idea. Or at least maybe in the near future, right? In their eyes, they think they're having absolutely no effect on you and that you don't even notice whenever they're doing it. Like it's something about wrong timing with whatever actions they're trying to show you with them flirting. But I don't think this person is yet going to approach you physically. This is more you need to stare at them for you to notice it, you know? And I don't think you're about to do that. I think with the Two of Wands, you have too much pride and you're just to yourself, to be real. It's just like, I just give up. I just give up on this. Like, whenever this person will come, they'll come. And it is true. And I think this is just the process of that person coming towards you. Okay, that's all I had. Please like, dislike, comment, subscribe. Hope you guys have a great day or night. Bye. Hello to those who chosen pile 4, the last pile. So this is a lot. Probably gonna be a long one. I want to start with you because this is a you versus them, y'all. And this whole thing, you don't even see the bottom part. This bottom part is them. And these 3 cards are you. So let me give my little mind, my little soul a rest. Let's just start with you, okay? I'm getting the same song by Bryson Tiller that came out in some other pile. I think it was the last one. For you, in the instance, the lyrics are being warped to saying, like, I spend my time alone, knowing I should go. Whoever you're asking about, you've accepted that it's over. It was very, very hard. It still is hard, but it was worse in the past at least. Time heals all wounds. I think you can definitely apply this to this scenario with the Six of Pentacles. You had to spiritually cut the cord from them, and that was really hard. Whoever you're asking about, yeah, it was so hard to let them go. It's like letting go the love of my life. It's how you felt about it. I would like to say I apologize you had to go through this. This is a real heartbreak. You really love this person. And honestly, with the Four of Pentacles, you have this bitter hatred towards this person. You're disgusted by their actions, the words that they've told you, the things that they've put you through, everything that you maybe had rose colored glasses looking at them back then. You see it for what it is now, and you have a lot of hatred and resentment towards this person. And do you feel like you're healthily and successfully healing from this person? It's always different for everybody, right? I would say you're about 30 to 80% done with healing from this person and fully letting them go. You're still in that process currently, but with the presser phone, you've already gone through the hardest part of this healing stage to let them go. You really learned a lesson from this person. That's all I'm gonna say. You're not gonna deal with or put up with whatever this person put you through in the past ever again with anyone else. Keep in mind that energies could be flipped because I'm about to now go to this other person. So this person has two suitors, and it's these two. At first, I was thinking, what if the white buffalo woman is you? Because you both have like blue hair here, and then she's looking over here, but no, no, this is someone else. I'm getting the song White Wedding, the rock song, and it's coming from the death card on the top. I don't even know if you can see any of these cards. I don't know if they're in frame. Okay, so the death and the Hierophant is representing your person, and that's the way your person moves and goes about attracting whatever gender that they're into. And I think this person is a womanizer, just suave, talk to the max, very showy, is so good at putting on a persona that I would say mainstream females find attractive because this person represents what mainstream success or mainstream attributes of what a partner should have. So, what I mean by that is this person probably attracts people who are, well, right now the trend is like BBLs, fillers, and they probably attract women like this because they flaunt their wealth or they're in a business where even if they don't dress up wealthy, it's their like cocky, know it all attitude that's really hot, and then their money backs to them up. Like just something about them being financially stable, and they know that they're the shit with the death card, but then down with the Hierophant. This person often has open-ended relationships. They still want commitments from them. Like they're not going to commit to these two suitors, probably even with you, and you accept that. But they need their commitments because they need their help. At the end of the day, it's because like they need to use them for a certain amount of time. I'm not surprised if this person often switches between two people. So what that means is that they always put anyone that they're in a commitment with in a third party situation, but they're not into polyamory like that. Or I'm not even surprised if this person is kind of like boring in bed. They're very vanilla, or they're not into like swingers or whatever. Because I think you'd think someone with this mindset would be into swinging or would be into open relationships or thruples or being quadruples. I don't know, whatever those they're called. Oh, this is such toxic masculinity emanating from these two cards, and it's pissing me off. So I think the reason why, how I said this isn't you, the white buffalo woman, but regardless, y'all have like the same blue tint. What that means is that the white buffalo woman looks like you, or something about them being you. They look like identical to you, I'm not gonna lie. And if you're like, well, what do you mean? Like they don't look like me. Like whoever they're pursuing right now, this person's actively putting them on social media, showing them off. But this person's personality, you don't even realize it. They're exactly like you, A to the T. They tried to they tried their best to find the closest and fastest carbon copy of you. Like that was their goal when seeking out this white buffalo woman. But I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I sense like a sense of colorism. The white buffalo woman is supposed to like represent Native American tribes, I think, and like a folk tale from there. And with the Four Pentacles, I think you were like, oh, honestly, I think you're a white person, or you're definitely like white passing. But this person has a lot more ethnic features than you, and this person doesn't like that. Like it's disgusting that they have the color on their skin. Like the darker it is, they don't like it. But they had to settle for this person because they can't have you. So they have to have someone else. They don't even want you. They just want probably an idealized version of you. I think that's what it is. It's disgusting. You're right, this person's disgusting. And I'm not surprised that like this person probably wines and dines this white buffalo woman, but they cannot get turned on by them because they're so colorist and they're so like racist. So this person probably tries to will white buffalo woman like sex toys or do buys them anything to please them, but anything but have intercourse with them. It would really be pushing it, y'all, for them to be sleeping with a white buffalo woman. But if they were to, they would get drunk just to sleep with this person, just to satisfy them. Once they do, they have to like close their eyes or they have to look away from the white buffalo woman because they just think about doing it with you. This feels so toxic and empty. So I assume that's the person that they're trying to commit to, and the third party is the Ryunan person. This is so odd. So odd. Okay. Okay, the white buffalo woman is the one that looks like you. Like their features are identical to you, or they try to make them get hair treatments, buy them clothes that matches your style, like something like that. And but then with the Ryunan, with the third party that they already have, it's all the emotional attributes that you had. Now, with the reunion, this is a pattern. I think before you, there was someone else that really hurt them or really wounded them that they tried their best to get emotional gratification from. And I think that's what happened. So don't take this as you just want me physically and emotionally. It's not even that. This person just prefers certain attributes, emotional things that they can't get from their partners that they always pursue. And maybe because they want a societal image where they have the perfect Instagram body. What you would know. You would know, y'all. But this person that they're cheating on with is very young person, immature, very naive, and I'm not surprised if they're poor. I think this person's an asshole. Wow. So you know how I said that they're racist over here on the left. On the right, they get off on having sexual domination over someone who's poorer than them. They like that complex. They like that superiority. Like that's what really turns them on right there. They get all the sexual needs satisfied with the reunion person. And obviously this person's gonna stick with them no matter what because they're buying them things and this person's more poor than them. But it's kind of like a slave master complex, I'm not gonna lie. What an asshole. This person likes having control over both these people too. Your person has access to like their passwords, but they don't have access to your person's passwords definitely, especially with them coming up as two majors. This person doesn't see coming, and I don't know if they would care, is that both these people are going to leave whoever you're asking about. And maybe you see this coming, or maybe you're going to enact something. I'm just throwing it out there where you expose this person. So now I'm reading the two sides of how they're going to end up leaving this person. No, yeah, I think it's you causing this. I think you're the one that's going to destroy this person's reputation or with the Fool and the Nine of Swords coming out over here with the white buffalo woman. I always said this person was physically attractive or like Instagram body, blah, blah, blah. Like I'm really getting that with a Fool card. Like this person's gorgeous. They're really beautiful. I'm not even surprised if this person's actually intelligent, but they prefer to live their life like selling their body or using their looks to get what they want, be like influential like that. And they like to play it smart like that, like using their looks instead of working hard because it's so much more easier to use looks, which is true, pretty privilege. But with the Nine of Swords, it's the Eostre, it's the situation that you're going to create over here with the Eight of Swords, because the Eight of Swords is you, and you're creating it with the Eostre. When this happens, they're going to cry, obviously. I don't know what's going to go down, but they're going to cry a lot. They're going to be sad. They're going to be disgusted that they were like colonized by someone in a sense, or like this is kind of going to scar the white buffalo woman into seeing all businessmen like this or all men of his status like this, and she's just gonna get out of there, run away, cry, maybe even cuss him out a little, and then just leave at the most. I don't think I think this person's very gentle though, so I don't think they would cuss them out. If anything, they would just like run away, just pack their things and leave. With the Emperor card, I like how these both are coming out as majors, like, and these are one of the top tier majors, like they're all together here. With the Rionan card, right? This is the Rionan girl. She's coming up as having the Emperor energy, and this is very different from the Fool. So this person's a lot more discerning and is a lot more deceptive. If anything, the Emperor would be a lot more compatible to be in a relationship with the Hierophant, whoever you're asking about. Because I feel like, in a sense, this person has like disgusting values like them. They're just devilish in their own way. I'm not gonna lie, they're in their low vibing energy. If anything, they liked the fact that they were in a relationship. That's why they chased after whoever you're asking about. But with that in mind, with the Knave of Chalices, they've been collecting things about this person. And I'm not surprised if this person really not has been stealing from them, because I think that's what it is. I don't think this is word of mouth. But what do you expect, like a random like someone from the streets? Like, it's not like you can trust everybody. Anyway, so this person has already been stealing and scheming on whoever you're asking about, and has already been successful with it. So I'm not surprised if Ryunan has set whoever you're asking about up multiple times, but your person never knew that it was because of Ryunan. Like Ryunan called them up and then ended up sharing the profit of them like looting their place or stealing a bunch of money from their bank accounts or scamming them. And whenever you come in with this truth, whatever fire you're about to start, okay, this is the Knight of Wands, right? The Knave of Chalices. This person isn't gonna like it because this person is such a low vibing energy, and they think like your person, whatever you're asking about. So they're gonna get pissed off because it's like you're literally fumbling my bag. What the fuck? Like, now I have to do something else about it. They would have loved to always be the third party and continue to leech off of whoever you're asking about. But because of this, now they have to change up their whole plan, their entire plan. Even if they know you or not, I don't know if this person knows you, but they hate you. They hate you even more. Even if they knew you in the past, they hate you even more. Like, they have so much hatred towards you because you're coming up as the Nine of Pentacles, right? Over here, because you're matching with the Knight of Wands. Who the fuck are you to fumble my bag? Like, that's just really it. They knew that you knew that they were talking with whoever you're asking about. And look what you did. Like, fuck you. God, I hate this person. Anyways, with the Nine of Pentacles, they hate it because now they have to put on even more of a front. I think they were trying to put on a front in the beginning that they were emotionally, whatever you're asking about's type, and now they have to actually be it, which is they actually have to be nurturing. They have to be loving and submissive to whoever you're asking about. But they hate every single second of it, and they blame it on you, and they hate you for making them need to act in a role that they hate already acting in already, but now they have to play it up times 100. Now they actually have to cuddle whoever you're asking about. Now they actually have to be there for them emotionally, and they just hate him. They hate him. They hate you. But they hate you more. But with the Nine of Pentacles, they're still going to keep their bag. They're still. The only thing I would say that's concerning about this ending of me interpreting this is this person is very rich and or influential. I think it's both. Whatever you've done to wreak havoc, you need to watch your back with the Eight of Swords. They will blackball you from whatever industry you're in. They will do the most slimy shit you would have never thought of to your family, They will put you through hell and make sure that you're alive to experience it, to see it. And that's their plan. They're planning to plot on you, they're planning to hire people to be your friends and I don't know, just fuck up your life. Especially if this person is into brujeria or is really spiritual, they'll literally hire a practitioner to curse you, to have a miserable life, to be mentally ill. Like, I'm not joking. You'll be surprised how low this person would stoop, and you need to be prepared for that. Wow, this is a really odd reading. So, next is going to be what is Spirit's advice on how you should handle this whole thing? Spirit is letting you know that they sympathize with your situation because you're going to do it. You're going to do it. I don't know how you're going to expose them. I don't know what you're going to do, but you're going to do it. And Spirit sympathizes with the emotions that you're feeling, with your actions. They understand where you're coming from. They're trying to be very big picture perspective whenever it comes to me talking with you right now. And they're letting you know that the wheel is in your favor and it will be in your favor from here on out. With the Princess of Swords, they're telling you this very calmly because you need some grounding and you need to calm the fuck down. This is what Spirit's advice is for you right now with whatever is happening. I'm very confused, but it seems like a very drastic situation that you just put yourself in. You spoke your piece of the truth, back away, ground yourself, stay firm in your conviction with the Empress. Don't talk anymore. Don't say a single word. This person's the type of person where they're gonna do you dirty in the streets. They're not gonna do you dirty legally. But for some reason, if something legally were to happen, if the police were to come to you, say nothing, get a lawyer. That's all you need to do. Stay silent. You said your truth, you performed your truth. I don't know what action you did. Spirit said that things were already in your favor, but you just tipped it in your perspective even more in your favor, or in your perspective, you sped up karma. Now, with the Empress, don't say a word to anybody. Shut the fuck up. Don't be neurotic. Don't tell your counselor. Do not tell your friend. This is a time when you need to be silent and in hermit mode and stay in your power. That's the only way you're going to stay sane. I don't know what situation you put yourself in, but don't trust anyone. Don't trust your mom. Don't trust your dad because, yes, your mom and dad, you can trust them, let's say, but their phones are tapped because whoever you're asking about has tapped it. Move cautiously from here on out. Don't get lost in your head. Don't freak the fuck out, okay? Like that's why they keep on telling you ground yourself constantly. Every single day, do something to ground yourself. That's the only way you can steer clear and stay fine in this whole situation, okay? You're not even thinking about it right now because you're so hyper focused on what just happened and probably wrapped up all up in the emotions. And it's like they're telling you to calm down and know that no matter what, things are going to be in your favor. You are divinely protected. Just stop going against the plan because I think with the Princess of Swords, you took actions into your own hands when you were not supposed to. Like you did something to where you altered the plan of divine timing, and it's not too horrible. It's something that you can still overcome, or it didn't alter it to not be in your favor, but they're telling you like this was a very impulsive thing you just did, or it even if you planned it out, it was not in alignment with spirit, honestly. But they're saying from here on out, can you just like listen to us and can you just like stop taking things into your own hands and not do anything? Wow. So now I'm gonna tell you the near future. Lately, I've just been seeing the outcome. So let's see just either way how it's gonna play out. I'm getting that Madonna song. This has been kind of coming out in some readings where I'm channeling that song. I think it's literally called Madonna, and it's like Love. So this is what's gonna first happen in this chain of events. Ace of Pentacles is you. I was seeing, especially in the you versus them, that you kept on coming up as Pentacles. So I don't think this means you're an Earth sign. I think this was you acting in your immature energy or having an immature mentality whenever it comes to whatever just happened to you. But regardless, look, it doesn't matter, okay? It's okay. Everyone makes mistakes. You already did it. Now, with the Eight of Wands, you need to receive karmic repercussions for what you've done. This is in the spiritual or in your interpersonal connections. And no, this has absolutely nothing to do with your person. Your person did not somehow influence whoever these people are or facilitate. Yes, they may try to do spells on you or ask someone else to do a spell on you, but just know it wasn't because of necessarily this. This is because regardless, you were going to receive this karmic repercussion. But it's like a karmic repercussion to your benefit. So with the Eight of Wands, Spirit forcibly puts yourself in circumstances where you have to block off nearly everyone in your contact list. And you're in so much pain doing this. But the reality, though, is like these people were not good for you. Or another example is it's like, okay, well, you decided to do this. Well, now we're going to give you a spiritual enlightenment, but this is like an ego death, spiritual enlightenment. Which, guys, those are not fun. Those are. It's like where you're on the brink of death and you reevaluate every aspect of your character. Could even be like, let's say you're meditating or something, and you go so deep in it, you can do this where you end up inducing like hallucinogenic effects, but it gives you an ego death because it's like you're tripping hardcore on a drug, but it's you meditating. This world is not real. I'm not real. Who was I even in the past? But this is like kind of major, but it's a karmic repercussion because of what you've done. But at least it's to your benefit. Anyway, so this is you in the aftermath, and I was really getting the like, give me all your love, and blah 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 blah, with the Knight of Chalices over here. So this is the aftermath, but this is you leaving from that ego death or whatever this major spiritual karmic repercussion was, fresh eyes on life and a totally different perspective on everything, even this situation. And I'm not gonna lie, you're walking towards the moon in reverse, and that's you completely starting your life all over again. Actually, completely blocking everyone on that list instead of just those many people that you had to. You moving to another country and you starting anew like a fresh person. Just starting fresh is really what I'm getting, like a new energy. This was so intense, and I would like to say I'm sorry you had to go through this, but it's everything's in divine timing, to be honest. It's probably eventually had to happen. You just kind of fastened the process. I don't mean to laugh because this is not a funny situation. I'm sorry, I'm just nervous. You're a very resilient and strong person, and I give you kudos to doing whatever you did to stand up to that disgusting, horrible human being, whoever you're asking about. And I just wish you the best of luck on like all your endeavors. Please like, dislike, comment, subscribe. Hope you guys have a great day or night. Bye.